Hello YouTube, how's it going? This is Stony737 or Stone737 underscore on Twitter with another video for you, and this one's going to be referencing that one of the previous videos I did where I said leave me your questions and I will do a sort of Q&A video. Before I get started, I just want to apologise for any background noise you might hear, like music or so on. I'm currently at my home, my humble abode, and there are other people about, so if you can't deal with that, tough luck. Anyway, like I said, this one's about the Q&A stuff, so let's see what we have. Right, so as in my other video that was entitled I'm Still Here, I said to leave any questions you might have, and I will sort of do a Q&A video. So the first question we got is from Randy21765, and he asked, what's your thoughts on WWE 2K14 and 2K doing it now? And that's literally all I got. You people disgust me. I'm only joking, but anyway, thanks Randy for your question. It's very nice for someone to actually leave a question for me. So, what are my thoughts on the new WWE 2K14 video game, which actually comes out in the US tomorrow and Friday for us in the UK, and my thoughts on 2K doing it now. So as far as I'm aware, 2K games are just publishing this game, so that, as far as I'm aware, I'm no video gaming expert or publishing expert, but as far as I'm aware, that's just in the sense of advertising it, getting it out there. 2K are handling that. I believe that Ukes are still developing the game, so that's probably the reason why the video game graphics look exactly the same, or pretty much 90% the same. And all the animations and stuff are the same as well, sadly. In terms of 2K doing it, I don't really have much of an opinion, because like I say, they're just publishing it, so it's just made... in-game menus are different, they look different, they've got the whole red background, the covers like the NBA games and so on. Sorry, I don't play them, so I can't really speak on those. But 2K games, sadly I don't really have an opinion on, because like I say, it doesn't totally change the way the game has been made. It's literally the publishing. So Randy21765, I hope I got that right. I hope that answers your question on that, but I will go further into detail about my thoughts on the actual game itself. I haven't even played it yet, so maybe these will be irrelevant once the game comes out. Right, okay, so they have been releasing engines videos every day and so on. A lot of the animations are exactly the same, which is quite disappointing, but it was to be expected. Yes, I have been really excited for this game, but when they first announced it, I thought, it just looks the same old shit. So I wasn't going to bother, blah blah blah, but as more information came out, information on the WrestleMania mode came out, I actually got really excited, and I am really looking forward to playing that mode. For some reason or another, like past year or so, I've become a real Macho Man fan, and just his music alone just sort of, for some reason, as cheesy as this sounds, puts a smile on my face, and I'm really looking forward to playing as the Macho Man, Randy Savage, within the game, playing him against Ric Flair. Okay, like I said previously, I only really got into wrestling in 1999, and I believe this was WrestleMania 8. If I'm wrong, you can hound me if you want, but whatever, you know, I've admitted I'm no expert on wrestling pre-1999 or whatever. So, yeah, you can leave your comments below. Maybe it might actually rise the popularity of this video, so you might be doing me a favour if you want to go that way. So, yeah, I mean... And then, like I say, the animations are somewhat the same and so on. I really love the fact that there's multiple attires for the characters at different WrestleManias. Like, so, for example, with The Rock, let's say you've got the WrestleMania 15 attire where he's got the sideburns, I believe. WrestleMania 17, he hasn't got the sideburns. WrestleMania 18 is pretty much the same as far as I've seen. You got, you know, the most recent version of Rock where he, like, say 28, he had the goatee or beard, whatever. 29, he hasn't got it, I believe. But what I'm really looking forward to with The Rock is WrestleMania 19 version, the Hollywood version. And there is an actual picture of him getting ready to rock bottom Stone Cold at WrestleMania 19. And In the what was it? The Creation Suite live stream video, I believe they did. At one point in the menu, you can actually hear the sort of helicopter flying over the city intro, and I thought, oh, this is going to be awesome. But we have not seen an entrance video for the Hollywood version of The Rock, and I really, really hope that they have done this entrance correctly and have that part of his entrance full screen, and they wait for the actual Rock theme to start before he starts walking out. But my gut feeling tells me that they haven't done this. I've just got that feeling, and if they haven't done this, I am going to be seriously annoyed. It would be so disappointed if they couldn't even do that, because in my opinion that version of The Rock was the best in terms of like entertainment and so on, accomplishments, blah blah blah. I mean, it's the wrestling scripted, but you gotta have the ability to take the bumps, so that's a completely different thing. But just in terms of like the character he played on TV, I thought that Rock was hilarious. He was a heel, but you couldn't help but love him. Everything he said, he was hilarious in my opinion. It's just brilliant. So I'll be really disappointed if they haven't done that. But something else that's disappointed me is yesterday. I'm a big Stone Cold fan, as I'm sure you probably know. Stone Cold's entrance just came out yesterday from WrestleMania 13. It's fantastic that they've got the glass breaking as he did at the actual event, but the animation's completely and exactly the same, which I sort of knew because I'd seen it in the trailers and so on. But it just looks a bit wrong. When the glass falls, I didn't hear any glass shatter sound, unless I just didn't hear it correctly because I was listening to it on my iPod. And also, what else have I got to say? Yes, the music. He had his music from the Volume 3 album, which was completely incorrect. In the last game, he had his old theme that he had, like, say, 1998, which was correct. And now, unless maybe it's just another theme within the game, in that entrance video from WrestleMania 13 that they released, he doesn't have the correct theme. So I'm hoping that he's got more than one theme, because that would be cool. To me, it always just seems like they don't give Stone Cold enough attention, really. Even though he was the cover guy of the special edition of WWE 13 last year, it just feels like they sort of half-arse him. I mean, he's had the same entrance animation for about 5 years or something or other, which is just lack of botheredness, for lack of a better word. Yeah, so as a biased Stone Cold mark fan, I think they could improve that. But anyway, the streak mode looks really good. Something I'd be very interested to play, and I'm very keen to see how hard the difficulty is going to be when you're trying to defeat the streak, defeat the Undertaker. I've seen some videos where all of a sudden the lights go off and he appears behind you and he chokesslams you or something. I think, like, that's completely unfair, but I suppose we all want a challenge, and it looks stupid, but like I say, it's all a challenge. And if you're going to be it, I mean, sure, yeah. So all the bragging rights, they say you can upload your stats to show off. I mean, I couldn't give a shit about that, but like, for me personally, inside it would just be like, yeah, I beat the game, whatever. So other than that, it's just really like the roster. They're bragging about the roster, and I think it actually is really good. Like, it's fantastic to have Goldberg in it. I'd love to use Goldberg again. He's only been in one sort of SmackDown game. That was SmackDown 5, I believe. He was on the other games on like Xbox and GameCube, but not gonna go there. So yeah, I'd love to use Goldberg, do some matches, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan. Love to do sort of Hollywood Rock against Hulk Hogan again. That'll be fun. And oh, my biggest hope probably is, I hope they have fixed the glitches. Now, I really enjoy making storylines, but it gets infuriating when you've got the vision in mind, but it takes so freaking long to make it. And with WWE 13, I never finished the storyline, because by the time I went to play it, or like just to test it, I always test it before I upload it. Or sometimes the game just freaking freezes, and I get so annoyed I don't bother finishing it. And I had so many sort of decent, in my mind, ideas, and I just never used them because I couldn't be bothered to make a storyline where I could never finish it. So I hope they've sorted the glitches out somewhat, and for the very least that you can actually make storylines in this game without them fucking up. And also the sound effects I noticed in the cutscenes when you were making storylines in the last one, there were no sound effects. Like, first one that comes to mind is smashing your victim's head through the window of a car. Like, there was no sound effect. It's a minor thing, but it just takes that little bit of special away from it. So that's about all I can think of right now, but like I say, thanks to Randy for that question, very much appreciated. It would have been nice if there was other questions, I'm just dropping a hint there. But anyway, you can leave questions about almost anything else related to videos I've made before in this video if you like. Apologies to anyone who's expecting video footage of games in my videos. As far as I can tell, devices to capture video game footage is a couple of £100, and to be honest, I don't really want to spend that much money on a YouTube channel that isn't really successful for whatever reason. So I don't fancy wasting 200 odd quid for just, sorry to say this, but just a few people who actually want to see in-game footage. Because like I say as well, all the stuff I would probably cover you can find out on YouTube anyway, so what's the point? You get what I mean? The only thing, it would raise my views in that, but it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not using the money or anything. Sorry, that's just my bloody neighbour who makes a fucking racket going in and out of their door. So anyway, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you've got any other questions or so on, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try and do videos more frequently now because my busyness is going down. And so I should have a bit more time on my hands every now and then. So subscribe if you want, whatever. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to say like subscribe now or hit the like button, all that shit. So do whatever you want. My Twitter is out there. You can find it. I'm not bothered about that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.